Caleb, how did it feel out there your first start?
It felt good getting together with the whole team and everyone playing in a real life situation. Can't wait to be out there with AJ, so we're at full force.
Vince, I know you spent the offseason kind of becoming a little bit of a different player. You looked a little bit different in transition, especially. Just how did you kind of feel today, kind of in your transformation into what you were last year to what you are today?
I felt better, lighter and quicker on my feet, but I got to give all the credit to our strength coach and just getting me prepared and getting me ready. I started off a little sluggish, and like I said before, I told you guys that can't happen. So that's me being a returner for this team, a returning starter, and I got to be a better leader on the court and set a better example for the start of the game.
Isaac, is this sort of what you guys think it could look like when things are really clicking, especially with the front court, because you've got big contributions from kind of 3 different spots up there today?
I feel like, later on in the season, it's definitely going to get more challenging. But if we continue to fire on all cylinders like this, I feel like it's going to definitely be sort of like that. I feel like, 3-point wise, we were getting good shots. We obviously weren't making that many, but if we can get that firing on all cylinders, then man, it's gonna be fun to play.
Isaac, are you okay? How's your knee?
Oh, it wasn't my knee. I got on that last score, both my quads cramped.
Okay.
And so I was trying to run down the floor, and I was just like, Coach, this is not working. So
For you guys to be able to combine, the 2 big guys to combine for, I think, 7 assists, I mean, is that something that we're going to expect from the big guys this year?
Who you want to answer?
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys can both
absolutely. Absolutely. And that's not just for me and Biggie. That's, me and AJ and me and Shaquille, Biggie and AJ, Biggie and Shaquille and AJ. I mean, there's so many combinations that we can do with Vince as well. Oh, we're just so versatile at the 4 position and the 4-5 that it's going to make big changes this year in Purdue basketball.
Biggie, just the thoughts on what you're working on this year. What's sort of the keys for you this season?
The biggest key is just playing hard for me right now. I'm not focused on anything except just helping my team win and play hard.
Petey, what are kind of your expectations in terms of how you can help this team kind of in the context of what it has returning from last season?
I feel like I can give this team extra boost and not give us more size. Allow us to play a little bit different. I'll let Vince go to the 3 and then Ray go to the 2, which makes it even bigger. So I feel like that allows more people to play.
Caleb, I'm going to call you Caleb if that's okay. I mean, you had a double-double. You shared the basketball. Is this something that you think you can do consistently for this team to kind of be that versatile player?
Definitely. That's why I strive myself on. I do whatever it takes to win. Some games it may not be much scoring. Some games it may not be much assists. I may have to score the ball, but I'm always going to rebound.
Vince, you seemed to kind of get locked in there late in the first half, and it was both the perimeter and coming down to doing things in transition. Just maybe what was kind of going in there, did you kind of feel sort of a spark happening at that point in the game?
Definitely. I feel like I helped boost our team, but I got to give the credits to my teammates, finding me in transition. Without them giving me the ball, I couldn't make that happen, so I credit them for finding me out running the floor.
Vince, what did you like today? What did you like today about what you saw from your team?
I just liked how guys, cheer for each other when we play hard, and we play hard for our fans, and we had a really good turnout today. We want to thank everybody at Boiler Nation that came out and supported for today. Guys played hard, they played for each other, we played as a team, we were unselfish, and I think we did a good job on locking up on defense on some possessions, and some possessions, we got to work on. So we're going to have this day out tomorrow. Guys will get in and watch film. We're just going to try to clean it up.
Caleb, what happened to you on the free throw in the second half?
It just slipped out my hand.
You'll never let that down, ever.
Like, I've done it before. Like, when I was working out, my hands are slippery. It just comes off my hand, and then I never get to my shot.
Or were you just kind of embarrassed and just give me the ball and let me shoot the free throw?
No, I'd be worse. I could have airballed, so it could have been worse.
Caleb, a lot of fans have been looking forward to seeing you play, and we're really excited about you being here at Purdue. How are you sort of handling maybe those expectations? People who think that you coming in is going to maybe help elevate this team. And do you like those expectations, and how are you approaching those?
I really don't focus on them or anything. I just focus on, like I said previously, just playing hard and perfecting everything I can do and control what you can control, and that's why I just go from there.
Isaac, I don't have the stats yet, but turnovers, free throws, all that kind of little stuff. Was this better for a first outing than perhaps you expect? You know, oftentimes you play exhibition games, expect them to be a little bit sloppy, but it seemed, you know, pretty clean. Was it better than you expected?
Yeah, I felt like we were actually doing a really good job of taking care of the ball. I mean, we had 9 turnovers total. Our goal every game is to have 8 or less. So I felt like for an exhibition game, our first real competitive game, playing with each other against another team, is definitely way better than last year. I mean, Vince can remember. So I feel like we did a really good job with turnovers and free throws. You know, we went into the half 100%. I know that, and I think we only missed like what 2 free throws, 3 free throws in the next half. I mean, that's great. If we can keep that up all year, that's going to be monumental.
Vince, how does Caleb change his team?
Like you said, Caleb he's a smart player. He knows the game. He knows how to play. He knows what's at stake. He doesn't listen to all the hype. He's a good kid, man. He comes to the gym. He works hard every day. He plays hard. He goes hard. To have a teammate like Caleb, it actually helps pushes you. You see how hard he works, and you don't want to be outworked, but the guy gets it every day, day in and day out. He's here from morning to sundown, so to have something like that in your locker room and boosts your whole team like that it's tremendous. So he's a huge help and a huge asset to this team.
Vince, you said everyone will be excited to get in tomorrow, day off, and watch some film and figure out what you can do better. Just where do you feel like there still is room for improvement, and where are you looking to get better?
I mean, of course, like games like this, you really don't see it. So, I mean, guys just know, just clean switches on defense, you know, just talking, communicating, just getting everything cleaned up, guys knowing the plays, and, you know, just executing and running the plays right. You know, the crowd really doesn't see that, but, you know, we know it, and our coaches know it. So, when I say, like, working on things, that's the little things, like, stuff like that could lose us a real big game. So, we just got to watch film, clean it up, and get ready for practice on Tuesday.
O'Brien and then that's good.
Vince, I know you think you're better this season, personally. How much better can you be?
I just feel like I'm just go out here and play hard. You know, the sky's the limit when you play hard, you go hard. So I'm just keep working hard, playing hard, and continue to help my team to win and do everything and I can in my power to help my team win.
Caleb, when you decided to do a USA basketball opportunity this summer, you had to sacrifice some other things. One of them was maybe some time here with the team. But it seems like the flow was pretty good, especially offensively with the rest of the team. Why did that come together so easily? Do you have any grasp on that?
Because, as I said previously, I played to my strengths of the game, like certain games who you're playing against in personnel. Like, if I'm playing against a smaller guy, I'll put him on the block, but I know how to play with Isaac because where he likes to catch and stuff like that. I feel like being versatile helps me adjust playing with anyone. I feel that's why I can play well.
I thought, you know, our guys did a good job of sharing the basketball. Obviously, we had an advantage from a size standpoint. And, you know, just those guys sharing the basketball. When they got doubled, they passed it. When we got on the break or we got them in a rotation, our guys just making the extra pass. I think that was obvious. You have 33 field goals and 31 assists. It's kind of rare to have that kind of a stat. So I think that was the best thing. And making our free throws. You know, we didn't shoot a lot of free throws, but when we did, we made them. I think that's always going to be important when you get the ball inside as much as we do.
Matt, how do you like the way that right now Caleb is fitting in either alongside Vince and alongside AJ or Isaac, whoever's there? Because like you said, there is an adjustment period for all those guys now that there's a new kind of body in the.
Well, it just depends on how each team's going to play it. You know, are they going to double on the post? Are they going to keep you one-on-one? Are they going to change defenses and throw multiple looks like they did at you? And so, you know, his effort is always pretty good. And so I think you saw tonight, he just rebounded the basketball. I thought he had a pretty good effort. He had a couple balls not go his way. But as long as he has that effort, and, you know, when you have a big guy like him, we got him in scoring position 3 or 4 times where he just made the next play, the next pass. And that kind of unselfish basketball is really going to help him down the road and even score more because it really puts people in a bind. But no, I thought he was good tonight.
Matt, do you know what you're going to do about Klein?
Not yet. We still discuss some things with him. You know, he didn't make some shots tonight, but that, you know, he can turn around the next night and make 5 in a row. You know, he's that type of a player. We can change a game. So.
Matt, how do you see the point guard shaping up in terms of who's starting, or is that
Right.
still work in progress?
Well, I thought they both did some good things tonight. I thought Johnny Hill really gave us a spark a couple times. His defense really bothered them out there. But both of those guys have been solid and did some good things for us. So I think we could go either way with them.
Just to follow up on Klein, did you start him in the second half after Rayfeld went out?
Yeah.
Because he's ahead of Kendall and Dakota, or because you wanted to showcase him?
No, I just wanted him to play with those other guys, just to kind of, get some experience. I wouldn't have started him if Ray was healthy, and then Ray came to me and said he wanted to go in, so.
Vince obviously spent the offseason turning into a different player.
Yeah.
What was your first impression from a game on Vince as a new player?
Well, I thought he was great. He actually had, a couple of looks that were wide open that he missed, but he's put a lot of time into his game. You saw a little bit of both tonight in terms of, where he's improved. He's improved his skill level, and I think you were able to see that, but he's also improved his athleticism, when he got on the break a couple times. And, with that kind of, length at that position, playing the 3 and the 4 for us, I think he's really going to help us. His ability to pass and understand the game and rebound, are constants for him. I mean, we need him to do those things, even though he got a lot of rebounds. It's going to be tough, I think, with our size for those rebounds to be had. But he's got to continue to rebound and just do the little things. But his improvement from a skill standpoint is really going to help our team, because we're big at every spot. But we got to be skilled too. We got to be able to make just some simple decisions and be able to make some jump shots. And he's improved that area.
Do you anticipate AJ being back for Friday?
We'll see. He's got to take care of some business like I've talked about, and if he does that, he will.
That was going to be the first part of my question. The second part would be what you thought of the job that Isaac and Caleb did specifically in the 5 tonight, I guess, in his place.
Right. I thought they did good. I thought Isaac kept things simple. He keeps things simple, and he doesn't pass across his body, and he doesn't dribble. He's tough to handle down there. He had some opportunities where he just didn't get balance with his left-handed hook. He just has to take his time. When he takes his time, he's a tough cover. So I thought he did some good things. Like I mentioned earlier, I thought Biggie was really good, when Biggie played the 4 and the 5.
Did you expect worse? I mean, you turned the ball over 9 times. You made 17, 20 free throws. Usually in exhibition games, there's some rusts and
Right.
sloppiness, whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like there was as much as there might be ordinarily.
Right.
Was this a little bit cleaner than?
I thought our guards did a good job. They took care of the basketball, and they got us into offense. Just depending on what defense they were in. In these games, if you get up 25 points right away, normally it gets sloppy. But they came out and they played pretty well. I think they had a lead like 14-13, and they did some good things. And Jackson got loose and made some really tough shots. And so I think the respect from our guys was there for them right at that time. They realized Jackson was a really good player, and they realized they had some guys, that could knock down some shots if they were left open. We had a couple breakdowns. They made us pay. So I think anytime that happens, now you're going to see, the lead push out a little bit more. But I thought our guys really did a good job of respecting him and understanding if we left him alone or we let Jackson get his head up, it was going to be difficult for us. So give credit to our guys.
Matt, how many guys would you be comfortable with playing? Like last year, Kentucky had so much depth, they just rotated by that. How do you feel in terms of?
Well, I would say the value of last year when we tried to play more people and then we shortened our rotation, it really helped us defensively. I think that's going to be a telltale for us. Can we play the guys off the bench against quality opponents, and can we be the same defensive team? Last year we couldn't do that, and I really like the guys that come off the bench for us. I think they're really good players, but they're not as good as defensive players as Rayfeld Davis. And so if he's not in foul trouble and you have somebody, you need to shut down, Ray's our guy. And we weren't able to see that today as much, because he didn't play as much. But I think that's really going to, it's going to be interesting to see, can you play big against people that play all skilled guys? We're going to have to figure out how to go about that, and if we can do that, and, how to really, take a forward who moves around a lot. Do we have to cross match up and put a 2 or 3 on that 4 and find somebody else, or could we play them straight up? There's a lot of questions that are still out there, and they only come out. Those answers only come out when you play different styles and different type of guys. So it'll be interesting to see in terms of getting set into. I don't know if we're going to get set into anything. I think I learned a hard lesson last year because I was trying to get set, trying to shape our team like a couple of the teams we'd had in the past. And I think each team's a little bit different. I think you just kind of let some things evolve, and you know, whoever's playing well that night, you know, is probably going to get a little bit more minutes in terms of the guys who come off the bench.
I know it was the last 10 minutes of an exhibition game, and you might be taking a long-term outlook with him, but it looked like Shaquille did some positive things for you there in the second half. Where is he in his kind of development?
Well, you know, he's not 100% healthy. And I say that, you know, he doesn't go a week with finishing every single practice. You know, he'll practice, you know, everything that he does 3 or 4 days in a row, and you know, he'll miss some drills or miss some live stuff still. So he's got to get back where he gets 100% healthy, and the competition's pretty sticky in his spot, so it's hard. But he goes against those guys every single day. So he's going up against Biggie and AJ and Isaac every single day, Vince Edwards, and you're only going to get better. You know, we liked him when we took him, but we knew he was a down-the-road guy. But he can shoot the ball, he can score around the basket, he's got some good length to him. You know, just has to continue to get stronger and then continue to get more confident. You're not going to get confident through playing in games, you know, or game situations in practice.
Stacy already asked you about Klein, but what about Grant?
He's definitely going to redshirt. He's going to redshirt, and Basil's going to redshirt. We talked about before.
What are you still looking at as concerns or points of emphasis as you go into the regular season starting next week?
Not really concerns as much as just trying to be better at what we do. You know, just trying to clean things up in terms of getting into offense, you know, boxing out, not allowing long rebounds, you know, things of that nature. Just trying to get better at a lot of little things. So nothing that I don't think that is glaring at this point. But then again, I think those things come out when you play different people and play different styles.